So yeah, I figured like minus 400 sins would be fair. Alright, so let me go more into detail about my opinion on Adventure Time. So when I was little, I honestly pretended to hate Adventure Time. Like, I also used to like pretend to think it was like, I also pretend like it was like one of my least favorite shows. When really it was one of my favorite shows, which it still is. Like, I don't even know why I pretended to hate it. But then like a few years later, I admit that I don't really hate the series, and yeah. And the day before Adventure Time ended, I went back. I went back to like some of the episodes I saw when I was younger, and ever since then, I've been a pretty big fan of the show. Going back on those, going back on those episodes made me enjoy the series more. Yeah, and the next day I wake up like around 9:40, I think, and like I wake up and then I put my TV onto Cartoon Network and I watch the Adventure Time marathon for the finale. And I was like watching the marathon for a few hours, like getting like really excited for the finale. I was getting really excited for the finale as time went on, and I was not disappointed when I saw that finale. Like after I saw the finale, I turned off my TV. I laid in my bed, and I had like flashbacks of watching the show when I was like younger, like when I was younger, and I almost cried. But when I was in bed that night, a tear broke down my face. And a few days after the series came to an end, I sat in my bed and I was crying about Adventure Time ending for over 2 minutes. I think that kind of proves I don't really hate Adventure Time. Yeah, like it's one of those shows from my childhood. It's a nice childhood memory of mine. And even though the Adventure Time franchise isn't over yet, I'm still touched that the original series is over. But like at least I go back to watch the episodes. Like I didn't see all the episodes during the show's run. Like there are a lot of episodes I didn't watch. There are a lot of episodes I didn't watch in the later seasons. So yeah, and I went back and went to watch those, and I really love those. Yeah, I saw every episode from every mini series of the show. Like I saw most of the episodes of the show. I haven't seen all the episodes yet, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So far, I saw the episodes on seasons 1, 2, 3, 4, and 10. And I saw like most of the episodes from like seasons 5 to 9. Oh, and did I mention that I saw the Adventure Time pilot like the day after the series came to an end? Yeah. And my favorite episode from Adventure Time is Dad's Dungeon, and that's the one that's where Finn and Jake go to Jake's dad Joshua's dungeon, and I just find it a really cool episode. Like when I went back to watch that episode a few days after the show came to an end, like I was like, whoa, this episode's even better than it was when I was younger. This is definitely my favorite episode. Like this episode's perfect. Yeah, it's been this episode that episode's been my favorite since then. Yeah, and it's still my favorite. My second favorite episode of Adventure Time is the episode called Video Makers. Like that episode, I like the biggest reason why I love this episode is because like the interactions between Finn and Jake. Like I love how in that episode Finn and Jake fight while like trying to make a movie. Like Finn wants the movie to be about action adventure, while Jake wants the movie to be about to be a romantic comedy, and they fight about that, and I just really love that. And in the end, like that's their movie club. Like Finn, Jake, and some other characters from Adventure Time watch this BFF production with Finn and Jake that BMO made, and I honestly find it to be really touching. Like one of the most emotional Adventure Time moments. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why this episode is one of my favorites. Yeah. So, this would probably be my top 3 favorite characters in Adventure Time. Like, number 3 would be BMO, number 2 would be Simon, aka Ice King, and number 1 would be Finn and Jake Tide. At first I didn't know who my favorite character is. It was probably going to be, Ice King, aka Simon, because in my opinion, he has, some of the best character development in Adventure Time. But after, rewatching a few Finn and Jake episodes, on early September, they've been, Finn and Jake have been tied as my favorite characters since then. I really enjoy the interactions between them. I really enjoy seeing them go on these crazy adventures. I really enjoy the backstories with them. Especially the one with, especially this one. Okay, so when Finn was a baby, Finn's dad, Martin, lost Finn, and Finn ended up in the woods, and Jake and their other brother, Finn and Jake's other brother Jermaine's parents, and Jake and Jermaine, which is Finn and Jake's other brother, their parents go to the woods and see Finn crying, and, they take Finn home, and Finn was living with Jake, Jermaine, Margaret, and Joshua. I find that backstory to be very, very interesting, because Finn and Jake are, both of them are, one of my absolute favorite fictional characters ever. So yeah, overall, Adventure Time, it has been, my favorite Cartoon Network original since the day before it ended. I've been a big fan of the series since then. I've been watching it a lot recently. I've been loving it. And I'm really looking forward to this this Simon and Marcy spin-off thing that comes out in 2019. I don't know if it's either going to be a TV series, both a TV series and a comic book series, or just a comic book series. I don't know. I would love to check it out, because I am a massive fan of Adventure Time. I've seen every episode from every miniseries, from Stakes to Islands to Elements. Yeah. Probably my favorite miniseries in Adventure Time would be the Stakes miniseries. I really enjoy that one. To me, it feels like a Halloween miniseries with Finn, Jake. To me, it feels like a Halloween series with Marceline, Finn, Jake, and Princess Bubblegum. So, overall, Adventure Time, in my opinion, is a really great series with a few flawless episodes. Most of the episodes are great, but in my opinion, there are a few mediocre episodes. But there are no bad episodes, though. That's my opinion. So I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I would either give Adventure Time either a 9 out of 10 or a 9.5 out of 10, because that's how much I love the series. I remember one time I came home from school and I was on the computer, and I saw the preview to the Prisoners of Love from Season 1 of Adventure Time. So, yeah, this episode is probably the most nostalgic Adventure Time episode to me. Mostly because it's one of the first few episodes I ever saw from Adventure Time. I remember seeing that episode when I was 5. Man, that's one of the first few episodes that introduced me to Adventure Time, that kind of got me into the series. So, when I was in late preschool, Adventure Time came out on Cartoon Network. Adventure Time came out on Cartoon Network when I was in late preschool, and it ended on Labor Day of my 8th grade year. So, yeah, I really grew up during the shows. I really got older during the show's run. That is one of the reasons why I cried. The finale made me cry. So, yeah. That is pretty much my opinion on Adventure Time. Yeah. Okay, please note that this video was not made to be offensive to anyone. I do not hate CinemaSins, nor do I hate SeriesSins, nor do I hate SinsSins, nor do I hate Adventure Time. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe to CinemaSins, SinsSins, and SeriesSins. Also, I do not own the rights to any of the copyrighted content that is used in this YouTube video. No copyright infringement is intended. All rights are reserved. All copyright goes to owners. Also, I want to thank the people behind Adventure Time for making such an awesome series. I'm a big fan of the show, so big thanks to the people behind Adventure Time. And a big thanks to CinemaSins, SinsSins, and SeriesSins for the inspiration. Please show all those people some love, because I think they deserve a lot of love for all of their hard work on their content. Well, that is it, everyone. Thanks for watching.